In this lecture, we will explore why DeepSeek R1 Zero was not as effective in reasoning compared to DeepSeek R1, and how the improved model was developed. Although DeepSeek R1 Zero showed promising results in certain areas, it had some limitations. It performed well in reasoning tasks, but struggled with other languages, especially in translation and understanding non-Chinese text. Because of this, DeepSeek aimed to build a more universally capable model that could perform well across languages and be useful for users around the world. To achieve this, the team introduced an intermediate reasoning model to generate additional supervised fine-tuning data. The process began with the DeepSeek V3 base model. It was trained using long chains of reasoning examples and supervised fine-tuned data, which included responses from advanced reasoning models. These responses, similar to how large models like GPT provide detailed answers, help DeepSeek V3 learn reasoning patterns. Next, the intermediate reasoning model was developed from DeepSeek R1 Zero. It generated new reasoning examples, which were then used for additional supervised fine-tuning. The training involved detecting errors and improving accuracy through large-scale reinforcement learning. This iterative process ultimately led to the creation of DeepSeek R1. To understand the workflow more clearly, the DeepSeek V3 model was first trained using a dataset known as cold start reasoning data, which originated from DeepSeek R1 Zero. This dataset served as the foundation for supervised fine-tuning, leading to the creation of the intermediate reasoning model. From a total of about 3 million examples, approximately 600,000 high-quality reasoning samples were selected for reinforcement learning. These examples included topics like mathematics, programming, logical reasoning, factual question answering, and translation. The model used reinforcement learning to evaluate its outputs. When the model produced correct responses, it received a reward. Incorrect answers, on the other hand, earned no reward or were penalized. This feedback loop helped the system gradually improve its reasoning ability. DeepSeek V3 acted as a verifier, checking whether each output was correct and guiding the training accordingly. After reinforcement learning and error verification, DeepSeek R1 emerged as a significantly stronger model. Architecturally, it was inspired by the GPT series, particularly GPT-2 and GPT-3, built with stacked transformer blocks. These layers, also referred to as mixture of expert transformer blocks, processed tokens step by step. Each token was converted into embeddings, passed through multiple transformer layers, and ultimately generated one word at a time, just like other autoregressive models. In summary, DeepSeek R1 evolved through several stages. The process began with DeepSeek V3, which generated reasoning data with the help of R1 Zero. Around 600,000 examples were selected from 3 million samples, of which 200,000 were used for supervised fine-tuning. The remaining data was employed for reinforcement learning. Through this combination of fine-tuning and reinforcement-based optimization, DeepSeek R1 became a more powerful, multilingual, and reasoning-capable model. I hope this explanation clarifies how DeepSeek R1 was developed and how it overcame the limitations of R1 Zero.